Well, that didn't go according to plan. Not having the story play out based on purely what the narrative dictates is a refreshing thing, I guess. It's nice to know that the character's strength level still gives him his own agency within the story. Although abbreviating some of the action may unintentionally make it a comedic punchline, making it hard to take the character seriously. I think it makes a lot of sense that Levi would be able to take out Zeke again, even with what seems like a bad situation. You gotta give him credit for having the foresight to set this up in the forest of giant trees. It was mostly due to his terrain advantage that he was able to beat Zeke fairly easily, having both cover and mobility working for him. The fight played out fairly competently. Zeke didn't waste any time and tried to kill Levi with all he's got, savagely ripping apart his own titans and using their titan meat as projectiles, and hardening the back of his nape immediately, but no match for the Thunder Spears. These Thunder Spears are so overpowered, it's like being able to fire 4 anti-tank missiles from a mobile infantry unit. I would have liked to see a little bit more conflict, with Levi having to kill 27 titans before Zeke gets out of the forest. But it seems like Isayama is going for more of an emotional conflict here, where once Levi gets over the thought of having to kill his own comrades, it's assumed that he will be able to take care of them all easily, which he can sort of buy because he's been vorpal blading his way through them like butter. It is interesting that despite Zeke being somewhat fearful of Levi, he keeps underestimating him, which is what causes him to lose. Chalk it up to false bravado for the sake of a comforting self-reassurance, I guess. Zeke certainly does have quite the ego, despite his supposedly noble intentions. He keeps slaughtering his own people, believing he knows best, while also someone looking down on other people, believing they wouldn't understand what he and his brother Eren are trying to do. But it does seem like Eren agrees about keeping things a secret, as he has been very silent about his intentions throughout the whole thing. To be fair though, Zeke only resorted to this as a backup plan because he overheard how Levi was going to feed him to a titan, expressing sorrow that things had to be this way because of lack of trust. Maybe you shouldn't have killed all those people then, Zeke, while also betraying everyone you know. At least it's been confirmed by Zeke that this plan is for the genuine good of the alien people though. Or perhaps Zeke is simply saying these things without any feeling to convince himself that he's still a good and righteous person. Maybe it's a plan that he's been entrusted with by a former Eldian warrior named Xavier, who he used to play catch with in the back alleys of Marley. This plan seems to involve drawing out the world's army to attack Paradise Island. Zeke is in a rush, so it seems like he may be trying to set a trap of some sort with the coordinate. There may also be some significance to his glasses, as he was really panicking over them, maybe more than just sentimental value from being given to him by Xavier. Levi doesn't care though. He's really fed up with everything, and is really indulging in his violent side. Isayama has really gotten good at making his skin look disgusting. I don't really know what to expect from Levi right now, which is a good thing, but I do expect him to confront Eren at some point, obviously, because of Zeke. It seems like no one can pass up that sweet Marleyan liquor. It's not surprising in the least that the normally cautious Pixis would let his guard down and drink some of it. Even though those who drank the liquor didn't hear Zeke scream, they still felt an electrical impulse pass through them, including Falco. So it seems like paths really do work like circuits. After locking everyone up, Floch is now in Shiganshina to force all the new recruits to join the Jaeger faction. While Floch may be similar to Eren in that they're both very purpose-driven and press for more extreme action, what separates them is Floch is far more petty and wants to show people up. Now that he's in charge, he really likes to wave his ego around, voicing the stereotypical rebellious youth speech about how the adults don't know anything, asking the recruits to prove their commitment by beating up their own instructor, which they would promptly do, much to the chagrin of Hanji. I can see why they would join up with the Jaeger faction, as in such a distressful situation, the ones who take decisive action are far more appealing than someone who's standing around trying to figure things out more clearly. Wrapping things up, Isayama has gotten a lot better at making his action scenes look more dynamic. Despite being the leader of the Jaeger faction, Eren doesn't seem too interested in doing any of the leading. And oh yeah, there's a new lake in Shiganshina district. Not much intrigue to this chapter. Hopefully the next chapter won't all be flashback. So thanks for watching and give my video a boost if you liked it. See ya!